Hey, good afternoon. Doc D with Biblical Figs here. Listen, I wanted to just show a video, produce a video about how to uppot figs that have been started and raised in Damascus earth into a regular potting soil. The things that you'll need to do this is a good pair of shears, clipping shears here, and a pair of scissors, of course the plant, and a tub of water, and then the potting soil that the fig is going to be placed inside of. And so to get started, I've got a good helper here. My sweet wife is going to help me as she holds the phone, because it's hard to do this with one hand. And so I'm going to pass the phone off to her and we'll get started. Uppotting a fig cutting that has been started and has been raised and rooted in Damascus earth, uppotting that into some regular potting soil. Now, of course, I've already said what you need is the shears, the scissors, a tub of water, and a small potting. We like to use the 1 gallon pot, and it doesn't hurt a thing in the world to have a good cool drink. I love to drink these Vise that we get from Alda, and don't hurt to have one of these on hand also. So we're going to get started, and I'll just hand the phone off to her, and I'm going to get the first fig. This is NV1, and it was started, as you can see, on 6/24. Isn't that a beautiful thing? And look at all the roots that's here. Just look at them. All down in there. Roots everywhere. NV1 is the first fig that we'll start with. Now what we have to do is we have to make some slits in the side, about a ½ inch down in the cup and about an inch apart. And then we're going to strip this down. The reason we're doing this is because the roots sometimes hold on to the cup itself and will break off when we try to remove the fig from the soil of the Damascus earth that it's potted in. So we're going to cut some strips and then pull them down, snip them off with our scissors, and put it in water so that we can ease it out and then transfer it into our regular medium of potting soil. By the way, I'm using Pro Mix HP with, of course, a lot of amendments. I'm using some Fox Farm products that I've already mixed up in the potting soil and gotten that ready for the transfer. So what I'm going to do first is sit it down and make the needed snips into the cup. I hope you can see this. Nothing to it, but there's one, then another, and we go all the way around the cup, cutting it, making these little strips so that we can peel the strips down then and hopefully not disturb the plant itself. Okay, now that we've got it all the way around, we want to take the plant and put it in the water here that I have prepared and begin stripping the plastic down carefully. It looks like all the Damascus earth is going to come out of it, so I may just lay it on its side and strip it down like this. Then when I get to the bottom down here, if you can see it, you might want to bring the camera around where they can see my hands. When we get to the bottom of it, we take usually take these scissors and clip it off, but that one broke, so let me do it like this so you can see now. I'll take the scissors and simply clip the bottom of the plastic off and remove it. And the reason we do that is because sometimes the roots will get stuck between these and they're sharp enough to cut them. So what we're trying to do all along here is protect the roots so that they are not damaged. So we just take our time and ease along with it, cut the plastic off as we get it stripped down and move it out to the side. And pretty soon we're going to have the whole thing stripped off without damaging, hopefully, the wonderful roots and the root system, the root ball, and so on. Now, this is not original with me. I can't take credit for it, but I don't yet have permission from the man who taught it to me. I want to give him credit, but this is Dimaceous earth, no soil used at all in this cutting, in rooting this cutting. Dimaceous earth, which is brand new to me. This is my first time in using it, but man, it worked great. I mean, these little guys that I bought the cuttings from Mr. John Harrison, a great man who has a lot of wonderful varieties of figs. I bought about 7 or 8 cuttings from him and started them for the first time in this Dimaceous earth, and they just took off like wildfire and rooted. Well, you saw the date. Let me show you again the date when I put them in as just sticks, just cuttings, 6/24/26, and of course today is 8/3, so about a month and a half, a little over a month and a half, and that's moving quite fast, moving along pretty good in rooting a cutting, and I'm just tickled to death. From now on, I'm going to root my cuttings in Dimaceous earth, and this does away with the problem of fungus gnats. If you're doing it summer or winter, you don't have to worry about the fungus gnats. They can't do a thing about this. And so we now have it out of the plastic cup. By the way, these cups are about, I don't know, maybe 16 ounces, 14 to 16 ounces. And you can see now the beautiful roots that's on this NV1. Just wonderful roots, and we haven't broken any of them. We've been very careful in taking the cutting out, and all I'm going to do now is transfer this beautiful little NV1. That is a new variety number 1. That's what it's called, and I'm going to transfer it into this pot of HP Pro Mix potting soil that has been treated by me with amendments and fertilizers and so on. So all I'll do is very carefully bring it over here and put it in the pot very easily, and then I will gently try to put some more potting soil around it, working it in amongst the roots so that I don't disturb them. So I have more potting soil available to me here, and I'm just gonna, if you'll just show the soil, I'm going to just very gently let the soil drop down alongside as much as I can the roots. And again, I want to say that I put some water-soluble fertilizers and kelp and CalMag in with this soil before bringing it to pot up. So it's got a lot of good stuff in it. The HP mix itself might be plenty. I don't know. I've used it before without any amendments and it worked fine. But I didn't want to take a chance with these wonderful, wonderful fig cuttings that I got from Mr. John Harrison. And I'm so proud of these. I'm going to buy from him again. I would highly recommend Mr. John because of the quality of the cuttings that he sent me. Just wonderful cuttings. Didn't have a bit of trouble with them. And what you want to do now is, I've gotten some dirt on the leaf that we'll wash off later, but you want to gently just pack the soil in around the tree. Not hard, and certainly not hard enough to tear the roots off. And notice I'm going around the sides, making the soil a little tighter. I like good fluffy soil in my up pots, but you want to make sure that there's no gaps, no air gaps in the pot itself. You want to make sure that all the soil touches the roots and there's no air pockets there. And of course, most of you who are watching are probably much better at this than I am. But I've killed a lot of cuttings trying to learn how and what to do. And so I'm not the voice of authority, but if you'd count how many cuttings I've killed and put that as evidence of maybe knowing what I'm doing, then I probably would be considered an expert. But just wanted to show this to you. It's a brand new procedure that I've tried in taking a cutting and putting it in dimaceous earth and just watering it every day and watching it root. And I kept them in sort of a dark area for a couple of weeks, and they just began rooting, putting out little leaves, and I continued to water them each day. And you can see, there you go, you can see how beautiful they are. There's some wonderful cuttings here. Just look at this. This is Martinica ramata 624. Look how beautiful that fig is, and look at all the roots. Just look at the roots there in this dimaceous earth. I am so thrilled with this procedure. Here's another one that I got from Mr. John, Boysenberry Blush. Look at that beautiful thing. Isn't that something? Look at the roots in that. Just covered up in roots. From 624 to 8.3 is the length of time that it took to produce this sort of a fig cutting. Well, you've seen the procedure. I hope you've enjoyed it. This is Doc D with Biblical Figs saying thank you for stopping by, and see you next time in the good video. Thank you so much.